I just saw Good Boy, and guys, I have never wanted to hug my dog tighter. If you haven't heard, Good Boy is the new horror movie everyone's talking about in the perspective of a dog. I even got to see Indy in person at the screening, which was the most amazing celebrity encounter I've ever had. This ended up being one of my top horror movies of the year, so here's my spoiler-free review. The movie star himself, Indy, is actually the real-life dog of director Ben Leonberg and his wife, Kari Fisher, the producer. Fun fact, Good Boy took about 3 years to film because the director had to film around the attention span of their dog. Comment and let me know how long you think it would take your dog to film a horror movie. I think it would take my dog its entire lifespan because she's part Jack Russell Terrier. And given that it was carefully made and not rushed, we got some really cool shots of Indy that looked like Indy was really in character. Of course, there were a few tricks up the director's sleeve in order to create that illusion, which I might mention in another video, but Indy did a really great job and honestly a natural at acting. One of the things I really liked about this film was there was not a boring moment for me. Of course, some parts were slowed down to build the suspense and mystery, but who can be bored while watching a dog's POV in a horror movie, something that's never really been done before? Another thing I really liked was I felt like there weren't really any plot holes and the ending was really rewarding. And given that a dog's perspective is so limited, yet I was still able to feel so fulfilled with the plot, that's just amazing. Good Boy was creepy, emotional, and adorable, and yes, Indy was indeed a good boy. The cinematography was also really good. Given that the dog couldn't talk, they had to set the tone with the camera tricks and the angles. I think this movie's going to inspire a lot of other movies similar to it in terms of perspectives of an animal or something else. This movie is canine and human approved.